welcome back to Two Dudes in a Train. This is Ed, I'm Roland, and today we have a little treat for you. What's in the box? What's in the box? Well, Ed and I, we've actually kind of talked about our train layout here, and our special treat today is a laser engraver. Ooh. And I think this is going to be saving us a lot of time and a lot of hassle. So I think this is going to be the way to go. What do you think, Ed?
Well, I think so. We took a look around, and there just aren't that many old Western town kits available. And we decided that the best plan of action would be to scratch build them. Well, hopefully this tool here is going to help us scratch build all these buildings that we need to build and save us on time and make them look really, really good. So. Yeah. This is our first endeavor into these machines, and we're going to have at it. We don't really know what we're doing yet, but we're going to figure it out as we go.
Okay.
So
now I purchased this online. It's 2 trees, laser engraver, 7500 watt engraver cutter. Yeah, both kind of sort of like that. So I don't know anything about it. There wasn't that very many reviews on it. There really wasn't even that many YouTube videos out on it. So I think we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Give our opinion on it. Now obviously we're both new to this, so we're going to be taking our time with it. We're going to unveil it today, do the assemble today, and then maybe at a later episode we're going to go through the software of it. Because from what my understanding is that there's a lot of people that are getting kind of frustrated with the software. So me having a little bit of a computer background, I think I might be able to understand it and give a little bit of input and a little bit of background and a little bit of review on this. So let's get started. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Let's find out.
Cut it open, cut it open.
Keep those fingers away now.
Yep. Social distancing with a knife. Alrighty. Excited.
Is that it?
Okay, that looks like it, man. What we got? Dun 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 dun. Okay. Got our handy dandy little book here. Let's take a look at it. Is it in English? I don't know if it's in English or not.
I hope
man.
so. Oh yeah.
And they even got color.
Lots of pictures.
Lots of pictures. Few words, but lots of pictures. That's what we like.
All right.
Not much of a manual, just only 15 pages. Alrighty, look like we got a little piece of cardboard. Oh, this must be a piece of cardboard for practice cutting. Okay, well we'll set that right there. Okay, well I guess the first thing we need to do is find out if we got all the parts. Alright, what do we got here?
Laser control board.
Laser control board. Oh wow, that looks like my Arduino. See, that's one thing about open source. I was checking in on this, and they use the same hardware as Arduino. And I am familiar with Arduino, so this can kind of help me out a little bit. This looks like the wires that go along with it.
Need a laser module.
Okay, that looks like the laser module here. Okay. Wow. Smaller than I anticipated. But cute. Well, let's see if we got the right one here. 445 nano... NM. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's a wavelength. So we got to make sure we have the proper eye protection that covers the 445 NMs.
And that would be the supplied safety glasses.
Oh,
right
the supplied safety glasses. Okay. Really? You know what? I think we're going to have to hit up the hardware store and get a better pair.
Yep.
Because I don't know about these. Dude, these looks like the ones I use for my eye protection for my guns. I don't know if this will actually work or not. Well, we'll see. Because that's one thing about lasers, everybody. Warning, 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 warning. Watch your eyes. Because they will burn the retinas right out of it and you won't be able to see no more. So, very important to have the proper eye protections. Even though they send you one, always use a bit of caution with it. And you may want to try and invest in a better pair. So, alright, what else we got?
Power supply pulled out.
Got the power supply, okay.
We got some aluminum profile. I'm assuming those are the rods there.
Okay. Okay, here's the profile rods. Look like we got 4 of them. Oh, hold on now. Let's see if they're even straight, man. Okay, they appear to be straight. So alrighty, well those look like they're okay.
Yep, 3 stepper motors.
Oh,
these right here.
Oh, these are these little. This is what makes the magic happen, huh? Wow, aren't those cute? Yeah. Alrighty, let's put those right there. Okay. They all turn.
Got the wiring harness, which you already pulled
Yep,
out.
the wiring harness.
Some brackets.
There looks like those. Okay.
So we got acrylic A2, 1 and 2.
It looks like they're all marked nice and neat.
Acrylic B.
Acrylic B, there it is, B1 and B2.
Yep, B1, B2. 4 acrylic C's.
Yep, looks like we have those.
An acrylic D PCB box.
Oh, I
B2
guess
of them.
that would be this one here. Oh, ain't that pretty? This must be for the control board then.
Okay.
Kind of protect that. Okay.
9 plastic wheels.
Okay, 9 wheels. 369 right there.
An aluminum pulley. 3.
Aluminum pulley. I'll tell you what, let me just kind of take all this stuff out. Okay, so, pulley, oh, here we go. So there's that.
We need a rubber timing belt.
Right there.
Aluminum black bracket.
There it is,
Yep,
20 by 20. Okay.
Aluminum angle, 20 by 20.
Okay, looks like we got 4 of those.
Yep. Oh, free protective glasses. Yep, right here.
Oh,
We got those.
got those.
Alrighty. Aluminum eccentric nut, 3 of them.
Alrighty.
Isolation column, 8.
2, 4, 6, 8. Alrighty.
Okay, nylon columns.
4 big ones, 4 small ones. This
Yep.
must be for the control board.
4 hex nuts.
Does it have an M3
Yep,
on it?
M3.
Oh, there. I'm liking the way they label the little bags. I'm liking this.
Here's the T nut.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to run it. Yeah, it looks like 18.
Thin nut, M5. It would be a bag of 6. 6 nuts.
Well, here's 6.
Oh, there, yeah, the thin nuts. There.
Oh, okay. All right,
And
they're
it
not.
says right there, it just says nut.
It just says nuts. All right.
Okay, but it's correct, 10 by 15. So
I was
yeah.
starting to get worried there. Boy.
Self-locking M5 nut.
Self-lockings.
Screws, a whole bunch of different screws. Looking for an M5 by 8.
M5 by 8 right there.
Okay, M5 by 10.
M5 by 10 right there.
M5 by 12.
12.
M5 by 30.
30s it is.
M5 by 40.
And 5 by the 40.
Alright.
And then looks like we got a...
an M310.
Oh, there it is. I was just about to call that off.
Alright, now we got some tools we're looking for. An Allen wrench, M2.
Right there.
Good. 8 by 10 double wrench, okay. And an SD card is the last thing on the list.
Yep, well, here's the power cord. This is the SD card. I'm imagining all the software and the drivers are on here. Okay. So now, that leaves us... That's it? No more?
That's it. That's the whole list.
Okay, looks like we have 2 little heat sinks here.
Alright. Well, we'll find them.
You know what? Transistors get warm, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And I do see a couple transistors on the motherboard here. I wonder if these... Because you got 2 transistors right there.
Well, I'm sure we'll find it in the directions. Well, interesting.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think I know where these go. You know, by me playing around with Arduino long enough, I know transistors get hot, and there's a couple on here. So maybe when I start running this for a long period of time, I'll touch them, see if they get warm, and if need be, I'll put these on it. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. These are the Allen wrenches here. Okay, let's get some actual tools. I can come up with something a little bit better than this that would make our job a little bit easier. Well, I like putting stuff together. Like a kid in a candy store here. Oh! Now I know why this collet is so special.
Offset?
Yeah, you got an offset there. This looks like how you adjust your bottom wheel for tension. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm guessing we may have to leave that loose to the very end. Yeah, this definitely isn't for a beginner build here. You kind of got to know what you're doing here, so. Now, from what I read online with this, is that I guess underneath a certain app, you can control this right off of your Android. Now, this can actually work online and offline. Yeah, you definitely don't over tighten these screws. You'll wind up stripping them out. So they just need to be snug. I don't think this moves and jerks that much in order to call for Loctite. But yeah, just snug. Make sure your rollers move okay. Make sure your stepper motor moves okay and it's all nice and flush. Alright, kind of looks like for that one now. Let's start on the next one. And even though they don't give you very many words in the instructions, I guess they got the bags and everything marked out quite efficiently. So far it's quite easy to build and everything seems to be lining up. These should be able to be interchangeable, the laser modules. According to their website, these lasers are interchangeable, which is another reason why I got them, in case I ever want to do something larger, and in case I do want to engrave on steel or something. You just swap out your lasers, and there you go.
Alright, now here's the problem. With this like this, we're not going to be able to tighten up that wheel that you want to leave it loose.
You're right. I'd say we ought to flip through the instructions and see what they say. I mean, I definitely agree with you. See what they have to say. And they don't.
Don't.
And they don't.
I'm going to go with it.
We install that onto this.
Okay, how's that going to work?
Alright, what's wrong with this picture, bro?
Did I put one on upside down backwards? I just see if you're paying attention.
Okay.
Now, which one's backwards, though? That's the question.
I would have to say, look at the front. Look at the front picture.
So,
That's the front is facing towards the laser.
oops. All right, Roland. I think you got to do some disassembly too.
Yeah, with those wheels.
You got to take these 2 feet off. Otherwise, you ain't getting this out.
Hold on there, buddy.
Because it's got to go on like this, right?
Hold on there, buddy. Okay, let's remove one of these and see if we can get away with it. Alrighty, and here she is. Our brand new laser engraver cutter. I'm happy with the final results. There was a couple things we had to tweak. All the wires here that were just dangling and hanging everywhere, we kind of modified a little bit of a hanger for it. And also had to do a little bit of soldering. It seems like the wires that gets connected into the motherboard are very delicate. As I was trying to pull them back out, I pulled one of the wires right out of the harness. So a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of resoldering, no big deal. A little bit of extra belts on the timing belts here, but I think they kind of figure that you may need them afterwards. After we get done running it, we may just trim them off. But it seems to be working just fine. No tensions or anything. So yeah, overall in construction of it, I'm a happy camper. What do you think? How did you like it?
Yeah, it went together really well. The instructions are a little bit to be desired, but if you have a little bit of basic knowledge, you can figure it out where the instructions don't really show. You can really get to it.
And another thing I wasn't too happy about is if I was to turn this around and you see where the motherboard sits. Well, according to the instructions, this is supposed to be upside down. And the power cord and the USB hookup is actually facing the bottom. And as you can see, if this is sitting on a table, you couldn't plug it in. I don't understand that. So, but no big deal. We just had to turn it 100 degrees and turn your power connections upwards. No big deal. And other than that, you had to make this. Wires are a little tight, but I think we got a working progress here as far as the construction of the hardware. So now the next thing we're going to do is actually hook it up to the computer, install the drivers, install the laser GRBL program that comes with it, and now we'll fire it up and see what happens. Alrighty, we're back. Now that you've seen our new little toy, now we're going to show you what we're going to do with it. We're going to start printing out cardboard houses for the town of Sarsaparilla, so we can start getting an idea on how we should start laying the topography, the roads, everything that we need to do on how the town is supposed to look. Okay, we're going to be using regular cardstock, and as you can see over here, our new little toy all put together and everything. She's working well. So what I did is I just took a little bit of tape. Alrighty, there you go. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is, if you see over here, we have our Lightburn program. Now, I like using Lightburn. Now, the laser came with Garble, and I found it a little bit complicated, importing and exporting one too many things from point A to point B. When I found Lightburn here, yeah, you got to pay for it. Not that much. I think I paid like $40 for it. So it's a good price. A lot of options. You can design everything right here and throw it right out to the printer. No going through 2 or 3 different kind of softwares to get where you need to go. So that's why I got it. Very easy to use. I had no problem setting it up and understanding the laser printer here. So, yay! I'm happy.
So Roland, why are we just using the cardboard? Why aren't we just going straight to building the buildings?
Well, with this being new, we're still trying to hone it in. I really don't know what size wood I could even cut yet. From what the parameter says, I think I can cut up to like 1 mil balsa, but I can carve. I made some pretty cool carvings already, just testing it out. Small stuff. But as far as cutting, this is where we're going to be going with, because it's not a very powerful laser, and we're just using this for demonstration right now. And then when we get done and get it all honed in, we're going to move over to balsa sheeting and start cutting our facades and whatnot and just placing it right over it.
So I guess the advantage would be you could print out a whole bunch on that little cardboard paper for very little money.
Yes.
And then throw them around and decide what kind of, how it's going to look.
Yes.
And then if we have extra, we have extra. If we don't have enough, we just print another one.
You said it all right there, man. And that's basically why we're doing this. Just to get an overall good feel. And of course to play with it.
That's right, play with it.
You gotta play with it.
All right.
So, come on in here, and as you can see, we got one of the residential houses built out. So, as you can see, it's highlighted. Let me reach over here. I named this Residential House 1. So what we're gonna do is highlight it here. Go over to where it says frame, and we're gonna hit frame to see if we're all in. Now, if you go over here to where the laser is, you see it doing some things. Okay, we're going to make sure that it's going to cut on the paper and not going outside the parameters of it. It looks like we're going to be doing okay. Alrighty, well, I hope this is the right spec, man. Looks a little small.
Well, at only a couple cents a sheet, it really won't matter. We'll be able to see it. Alright.
We'll get the tripod set up, focused over there, and hit fire. Fire! Alrighty guys, here we go, and start. Alright, let's see what it can do here. Alright, let me get my glasses on so I don't burn my retinas out. Alrighty. Now, if I did this correct, everybody, it should cut out the pattern and etched or engrave the corners to make bendable edges. And then engrave around the windows, but yet cut the window panes out. So if I do this correct, it should work out fine. So enjoy the show and we'll be right back. Oh, it's all done. Alright everybody, looks like we're all done here. So until next time, we'll give our results. This is Two Dudes in a Train, Ed rolling, and we'll catch each other next time. Until then.